Hello, everybody. Happy to be here today. My name is Casey Braun, and I am a senior project manager. I was happy to work alongside of some of my colleagues to help design and present the next generation smartphone. I'm happy to launch this project, work alongside of you. So let's go ahead and jump on into today's presentation. All right, as far as the agenda goes for an overview on the topics discussed for today in today's presentation, the first topic will be our team and project introduction. We'll go through the team members that worked alongside of me to help meet the deliverables for the project, as well as discussing some of the overviews of the project. We'll go through some of the resource estimation, the deliverable objectives, the timeline as far as how we were able to meet deliverables and what we use as far as strategies go for approaching those deliverables, and then also just an overview on communication and the impact that had as far as challenges, and then also some lessons learned that I had and the team had in general. All right, so first we're going to go ahead and introduce everybody on the team here. My name is Casey Braun, and I'm the senior project manager. Each person on the team has their own unique abilities and their own specialty. As far as each person taking the lead on each specific assigned task for them, Dan was the guy to go to as far as research and product pricing goes. He was essential in really understanding the intro for where we should approach the strategic aspect for outlining the project. And then also he was essential as far as product pricing and ensuring that we were going to meet the timeline and come in well under budget. Next we have Carla. Carla is somebody who worked alongside of Dan. She was our accounting and financial service lead. She took the lead as far as budgeting goes and making sure that a lot of our tasks and labor hours and stuff like that was associated with each individual vendor, and we're able to complete that and keep that under budget. And then lastly, with the smartphone with new next generation technology incorporated into it, Ben was a huge aspect for us as he took the lead for a lot of our software implementation, and then also managing and mitigating any bugs that were coming along from the initial launch date. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and move into the resource estimation. As far as labor hour goes for our team and then any of the labor associated with the product creation, we had 60 days total labor hours associated with that. A lot of the external costs we had estimated at $8,000. A lot of this estimation for external costs went around pricing as far as products and getting the external materials needed to actually physically create the product, as well as supplies and manufacturing costs were associated in the labor aspect, which comes in with the contract labor and consultants, and we had that estimated at $200,000. Then you have the equipment, hardware, or software that we had to use for managing the technology aspect, and then as well as the physical metal aspect of the phone, and that was $10,000. And then we also had additional costs associated with team meetings, and then ensuring that any of our deliverables and project outlines were met, and those fees that were associated with a lot of the legal filings and any taxes. All right, now as far as some of the deliverable goes, we wanted to discuss really what our objective and how we were able to meet those specific deliverables. So each week we had several checkpoint meetings. Those took place Monday, Wednesday, and then also every other Friday. Additionally, the meetings were outlined by myself, and conversations were really centered around the deliverables for that week. So whether that was initial outline for the product, having a specific scheduled timeline, or creating the estimation cost for the resources, whatever the exact deliverable was for that time frame. Each member of the team was really responsible for their designated role, and along with overall expectations of the group, which was to work together, maintain positive and ethical behaviors to help create Nextgen smartphone and make it a successful launch for the product itself and the organization. Communication was essential, and we're obviously going to discuss that a little bit more as far as the challenges and some of the takeaways from the project. And then as far as the communication through Outlook and WebEx, that was our primary use of communication for written aspects. Additionally, the team members had the designated partner who they had to track progress and ensure their checkpoints were made. So essentially the project managers of their each individual division had to work together and partner with each other to ensure that their deliverable timeframes were being met for their specific tasks. All right, communication. So as I've mentioned several times, communication is essential in project management, and this project was no different than that. The team we really try to take this from a team aspect, and we really had votes for any decisions that were made as far as really product material usage, timeline, estimation, vendors chosen. Those were the majority of the decisions we had to make, and a lot of those decisions were made with the majority rule. And then also as the lead project manager, I was tasked with leading these group meetings and gathering the vote. Additionally, we really worked together to find any and all solutions that came about when challenges presented themselves, whether we were behind time frame or if there was any new estimation that we were over budget. We had to collectively regroup together to make sure that we could adjust and hit those time frames at the next checkpoint. And each team member had their own designated responsibilities, and they're required to meet the project deliverables and ensure that communication is present with the team members and then also myself as the senior project manager. As far as the timeline goes, here's just a basic overview. So the estimated completion project date was September 14th, 2019. We had our initial brainstorming session on February 8th, 2019. We had quarterly performance check-ins. There's some of the outlined dates for the initial product launch on some of the hot dates and milestones affecting the overall project success. And then additionally some of the milestones as far as the design completion and presentation to the stakeholders, ergo today. So here is the updated timeline and where we expect to have the product released to the market, and also some of those dates that would be huge for the success. As far as challenges go, there were a number that we faced as a team. The first was time. So number one, obviously there's time constraints whenever there is a new product and technology because you want to be the innovative new product to the market. Additionally, we had issues with creating our deliverables earlier and then adjusting to any updated timelines and time frame changes after that. Budget, always ensuring that we're under budget. In any research and development project for a new next-gen technology smartphone, there's always going to be the thought and challenge to ensure the project is met under budget. Scope, ensuring that our project is specifically designated to the impact on the smartphone design and rollout, and making sure that anything we were looking into or any aspect of our project was around that. We did have some resource constraints as far as communication goes with the actual product and vendor itself. Working with the team, we had to overcome those constraints to ensure the product was the right product and we introduced it in the right manner. Additionally, communication was a challenge. Like I mentioned, we did not have all the channels open as we had previously wished we had, so we had to overcome those challenges and ensure that we were working collectively as a team to make sure those deliverables were hit in order to deliver the product at the estimated timeline. Lastly, some of the lessons learned. I mentioned it several times. Communication is key. Communication is necessary for all projects, and having open and a good communication channel is essential, ensuring that the project is effective and meets the project deadlines. Planning is essential. Planning early is essential, ensuring that you have the ability to adapt and leaving time frame to reform and make any necessary changes to the project is necessary. We had to create deliverables. We needed to make those deliverables as early as possible, and then also just working collectively as a team to make sure that we meet those deliverables. We needed to be a little bit more on top of things, to be proactive in ensuring that anything that popped up as far as any new legal issues or any taxes or anything that popped up, that we were able to address those as needed and work collectively to ensure that the product was presented to you guys on time and that it was the right quality and presentation. With that being said, we just want to say thank you again for this opportunity to work alongside of you guys to create this product. We feel like this product is going to be great for your business, and we think it's going to help take technology to the next level, and I'm looking forward to working alongside of you in the future. Thank you.